everyone. Welcome to our next episode of Eating According to Your Genes. I'm Jennifer Patterson from Sedona North Healing Arts, and today we're here in beautiful British Columbia at our family condo where I was feeling inspired to talk to you about the health benefits of whole grains. So if you recall, we pick a different gene marker from our personalized nutrition and fitness report with Nutrigenomics to talk about each month. And this month, I particularly want to talk about the whole grains and the health benefits of that. So whole grains are a low glycemic index carbohydrate that gives you more fiber than a refined grain. And according to your genes, we can tell you if you are at elevated risk of developing type 2 diabetes if more than half or 75% of your grains are not whole grains. So today I wanted to show you how to choose a whole grain as well as to cook a homemade granola, as I was inspired by being in the mountains, to help reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes if you are one of those people that has elevated risk gene for developing type 2 diabetes. So here I've got two different products. One is a 100% whole wheat bread. So this is one indication that I am choosing a whole grain if it says 100% whole wheat. But the other area I can go to is the ingredients list. So you can see that my first ingredient says whole wheat flour. So that is another key indication. I can also look at my nutrition facts panel and see that in 2 slices of bread, I go down to my carbohydrates and then fiber. So you would like to find a grain product that has greater than 2 grams of fiber per serving. I've got another product here, which is 100% whole wheat English muffin. Again, I can turn it, look at my ingredients list, and see that whole wheat flour is my first ingredient. I can also look that in 1 English muffin, there are 4 grams of fiber. So today, I am actually going to choose to cook with a different type of whole grain, and that is rolled oats. So rolled oats are naturally a whole grain, similar to brown rice or whole wheat pasta, quinoa, barley, or bulgur are all examples of whole grains. So today I am making a homemade granola recipe inspired by being in the mountains, and this is a versatile recipe. The recipe that I am using today is coming from Dietitians of Canada Cook Great Food, which is one of my favorite cookbooks. And being Nutrition Month, I really wanted to highlight a Dietitians of Canada recipe. But with granola, there's lots of different choices that you can do. So today I've chose to use, again, my whole grain oats. I've also got some wheat germ here. I'm also choosing to put in a nutritional yeast. Now, a lot of you may not be familiar with using nutritional yeast. It's often used by vegetarians or vegans. It can come as fortified or non-fortified, and if it's fortified, it has a variety of B vitamins as well as B12 that is often low in someone that's eating a vegan diet. So I am adding that. It tastes quite nutty. And then I'm also choosing to use some unsalted walnuts because I love walnuts for the health benefits. I'm also using some unsalted sunflower seeds as well as some unsalted pumpkin seeds. Now the dried fruit that you use, you can choose whatever you want. So today for ease, I'm just using some raisins, but you could also use mango, pineapple, dried cranberries, dried apricots to add a different flavor to your granola anytime that you make it. I'm also using some unsweetened coconut. So those are my dry ingredients, and now I'm going to move on to my wet ingredients. So with my wet ingredients, I've got 2 cups of honey here that I'm using. I'm also using an olive oil. You can also substitute a canola oil for that, and those are very heart-healthy types of oils to use. And then I've also got 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon that I'm using here as well. So it's very, very simple how I put this recipe together. Basically what I'm doing is I'm dumping all of my dry ingredients into this massive bowl. So here I go, I'm just going to put them all in there. Okay, and I've got my sunflower seeds, and I've got my pumpkin seeds, and I've got my raisins. So this is going to make a lot of granola. Granola is really great. It's a little bit more energy dense, so it's really great if you pair it with some low-fat milk or some plain low-fat yogurt. It also goes really, really well. So now I'm just going to mix all those dry ingredients up in here. Also a really great snack to take in Ziploc bags if you're going out on a hike, especially in the mountains, or going out skiing for the day. Just throw in your jacket pocket. Okay, so now with my wet ingredients, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just combine them all into this big measuring cup. So I've got my olive oil in there with my honey, and then I'm just going to pour in my cinnamon and mix that up nicely. Now I already have my oven preheated to 325 because it's going to cook in a preheated oven for about 30 minutes. And then once you have it cooked, just let it cool, and then you can just store it in Tupperware containers or Ziploc bags. And because it's very high in the healthy types of fat, so the polyunsaturated fatty acids, we are going to store it in a cool place. I often just store mine in the fridge because it can go rancid a lot quicker because of the fat content. So basically here I'm just going to mix it all together, and then once I have it all mixed, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over here and I'm going to put it onto my cookie sheets and then bake it for that 30 minutes. Then you've got your delicious homemade granola that's going to last you quite a while and can be used for breakfast, for snacks. Kids can take in their school lunches as long as it's not a nut-free school environment. So thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful weekend.